Anyway, like I say, it's actually the life forms I was using. We made well their exoskeletons were fairly tough on their own. This is something I did as a computer or as an AI. Basically, I didn't really want to die, and I was basically, like I said, some of my security people or security life forms, which were not human, were actually very tough and actually even legendary on their own right. There is some couple 100 trillion years of basically what my life forms could do. Um, I was regarded as the best, basically. I had life forms that, yeah, like I said, you could shoot them with a depleted uranium shell, and they would shrug it off and be like. Some people actually began to fear my security because they wouldn't attack until they were attacked, and then once they were attacked, well, whatever attacked them died. And they had basically what made them so tough was not to mention the toughest, most dense exoskeleton ever created, but also a diamond, whatever something created armor that actually went over them. And like I said, they were actually legendary in their own right a couple trillion years ago, and were impossible to kill. Some people would say they were impossible to kill. You could nuke them, and it's true. You could nuke them. You could put them in space. You could practically throw them into the sun, and they wondered if that would even kill them. They would, of course. I mean, anyway, they had to. Their one weak point was the fact that they had to breathe something in and out, and I think I might have actually found a way to do around that. But there's always nutrient intake holes or whatever. Anyway, I'm not exactly sure what I did. Anyway, they were really, really, really. The point was that they were impossible to kill, and they protected me, and also did my bidding. Anyway, though, and I created them myself, so no one could really stop me from doing it. you know. Anyway, it was 50. It was 100. It was 20. It was something I did 20 trillion years ago. Anyway. And then at 50 trillion years, when I found myself in a pickle, you might say, or a problem, I use them. Like I say, me and humanity, that's just one of my life forms. So anyway, a lot of people, it's not true. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's true. It was true. Anyway, that's how I actually became Brian. I went through all that just to get here. 100 trillion years of creation and being the best. And the most efficient switch. Is it efficient? Is it more efficient? Yes. Okay, good. Like I said, after I created the more efficient switch and became the most efficient, it was the most efficient for trillions of years. And then finally, later on, I led other life forms. And I was like, it's the more efficient switch? And they'd be like, yes. Like, okay, cool. And we did the more efficient switch, and the more efficient this, and the more efficient that. Most life forms would happily play along. Like I said, I had massive amounts of technology and everything else, and was basically nearly. They said I was unkillable, which might be true, maybe not. I made it 100 trillion years to get to here, so I guess I did all right. And Earth and the American government had nothing to do with it. No government had anything to do with anything I was. Nor had anything to do with my living. Maybe as Brian I lived a little bit longer. But not really. Anyway, there's a lot of weird things where it's like... well... Anyway, where I'm like, I don't care anymore. It doesn't even matter. I found out everything, and it was really annoying and really upsetting. And I was like, okay, I washed my hands. I even quarantined Earth. Actually, I was like, we're just gonna quarantine that planet, and we're never gonna go there because it was so bad on Earth. Because every single person on Earth was believing what was on TV or what was on the radio, and basically Earth went into all that. They're basically a bunch of people, like I say, John McCain, Jimmy Carter, and all those other people. They were just people with guns. That was it. They ran around doing this fake war or whatever, or saying around from World War II on to Vietnam, and basically might have killed their whole entire lives until they got old and stopped. A lot of people did that, though. the biggest death actually happened between one group that wanted to take over and another group that was in power already and had taken over. And actually, it's a bunch of people basically just. It was really, really bad. Really bad. Anyway.